Hi guys, it's Patricia and welcome to Tester Tuesday, a spot where every week Scentsy addicts can tune in and hear my opinions on 2 Scentsy scents that you guys have all voted on the week before. So speaking of votes, how did we do last week? We had 237 votes come in on time. And in first place, I don't have a bar, but I will show you the color of the wax. It's this really pretty vibrant green colored wax. And it's Persian lime and sandalwood. It had 25% of the vote. Right behind that with 24% of the vote, tight race, we have another green colored wax, almost the exact same color, Alpine Meadow. And that one came in second. So let's talk about our first place scent this week. It is Persian lime and sandalwood. Here are my testers that I used up for this scent. And like I said, here's my wax in the dish. So on cold sniff, this is about a medium intensity scent. This was actually, before it became a Scentsy wax fragrance, it was actually in the men's line. I think it was scent number 48, if I'm not mistaken. Then they brought it into a Scentsy brick in the spring of 2017. And then it became a scent for a little while before it retired. Now, this one here, I'll read you the scent notes. It says, find fresh possibilities in tangy lime, bergamot, and sandalwood. So the lime is definitely present. I would say it's at least a third of the scent, if not a bit more. It's not very tangy or vibrant like it is in cocoa lime. It's like a subdued, earthy lime. And it's almost like there's a definite earthy note to it. It's not sweet at all. So in the number 48 or whatever number it was, I think it says kaffir lime, rock moss, and sandalwood. So I definitely feel like there's like a mossy note or something very earthy and grounded to this scent. The bergamot is kind of like a accentuating citrus note. So bergamot, I actually have an oil here called bergamot, so I can refer to this. But it kind of smells like a combination of a lime and a lemon that's not very sweet, more sour, and a little bit more grounded and almost like a primitive citrus scent. A lot of times you'll see this in a lot of masculine cologne scents. And you'll also see sandalwood and sometimes in masculine cologne scents, or it can also be in female perfumey scents. It can kind of go either way because it's like a dusty kind of woodsy note, a little bit perfumey. So you put all those things together and I find you kind of get an earthy lime woodsy scent. You definitely get a very masculine tone, but also not sweet at all. Like it is not sweet at all. So if you don't like sweet scents, you might really like this. Yes, I would say it's very earthy, masculine, a little bit of citrus kind of supporting it. And if you're wondering, Persian lime is very similar to the limes you see in the grocery store. So this is kind of my first experience warming this. I don't think I've ever warmed this at all. So I put it here in my bedroom. I took these 6 mini cubes, which is roughly about 6 mini testers, excuse me, which is roughly about 2 cubes. I put it here in my bedroom. It was at max strength and throw between 6.5 to 7. I left it going. Oh, I didn't leave it how long I left it going. I would say it was in the 35-hour range or between 35 and 40. I forgot to add it up. And then I removed it. Well, I didn't remove it. It's still right here, but I decided to move on. Now I took this party tester and I put it in my son's room. And the strength and throw there was about 6, maybe 6.5. And I actually modified this scent, and I'll tell you how I did that towards the end of the video. But it's still kind of going right now, so I can't tell you how long, but it's roughly been about 30 hours. I think if you're someone that likes lime and sugar cane, but take out the sweetness, you might like the lime. Satin Sheets has a lot of sandalwood, but it's got vanilla, so it's not really like this scent at all. I would say it's kind of hard to find a scent that's similar to this. Dark Harbor, if you took out the aquatic, it's very hard. This would be great in a bathroom. This would be great in a bedroom. This would be awesome in a man cave or an office. Places like that. TV rooms would be really nice in the fall and winter. I don't really think of this as a spring scent at all. Doesn't really read spring to me, but now interesting, I will tell you what happened. I had this going in my room and I made my bed that day and I decided to take out my Amazon Rain spray, Scentsy Fresh spray, and I sprayed my pillows and the top of my comforter, and I never thought much of it, and I left. And I came back and I was like, oh my gosh, what a nice combination. So if you're someone that has some of this and you don't really like it, maybe try it with Amazon Rain, mixing it. You might really enjoy that. And would I repurchase this if given the chance? I don't think I would. I really like lime scents. I just found it so grounded and earthy. It just wasn't a home run for me. It wasn't a dislike, but it wasn't a love. Okay, let's talk about our second place scent for the week. It is Alpine Meadow. Here is the bar that I had. This was a full bar, and I had 3 testers of this scent. On cold sniff, when you smell this, it's about a medium intensity. And when you have a medium intensity scent, you can kind of warm it in a medium area and then take it from there. And this was a former scent of the month from August of 2018, and I would put this in the fresh category. The scent description is, wander through an expanse of wild red berries, lemon, and dewy greens. I'm not too sure about the red berries. I'm going to skip that. I definitely get a lot of lemon. Not a cleaner lemon, just a nice bright lemon backdrop. I feel like the dewy greens is sealing the show. I definitely smell dewy greens the most, and it's a very sweet dewy green scent. There could be a little bit of floral going on there too, but it's heavy on the sweetness and the dewy greens, okay? This is what I think about with this scent. I think of the character from Anne of Green Gables, and if you're from Canada, you may know the story behind her from PEI. She always got into lots of trouble. I picture Anne going on a picnic with her lemonade, sitting in a field, so you get the dewy greens, you get the lemon, and I feel that she's picked some berries and she ate them, and there's those berries that you're not really supposed to eat, and she can still smell that little bit of tang from the berries on her hands. Not that it smells very red and berry-like, but it's like that tanginess that the berries bring. Those probably poisonous berries, but anyway. Anne got in a lot of trouble, but that's kind of what I smell. It's very lemony, but the dewiness is definitely there, and the greenery is definitely there. It's not a heavy green scent like Rainforest Bungalow or Aloe Vera and Ivy or anything like that. It's a very light, airy green scent. I was trying to think if it was like anything, and I kept thinking sweet cucumber, but I have old testers of that, and they've kind of gone off, so I can't really compare. But, you know, just a sweet citrusy green scent. And I will tell you, this is not my first time warming this. Obviously, I warmed it when it was here for the scent of the month, and I really, really liked it. And it's funny, the people on my team, we have a team page, they really disliked it. So I think it was one of those scents that kind of had, you know, polar opposites. But what I did was I took 3 cubes of this and I put it downstairs in my son's room, my middle child's room, which he has 2 warmers, and I put 1.5 cubes in each of those 25-watt glass warmers. Strength and throw was about 7.5 to 8. It was nice and strong, definitely could smell it. I left it going 45 hours. Now, obviously, it's not going to be that strong the whole way through, but when I removed it, it was still about 2 or 3 out of 10. I just wanted to move on and get warming some other things in there. So I took, where's my testers? I took these testers, and I was going to warm them in my room, but I was still kind of finishing up with Persian lime and sandalwood. So I decided to put it in my daughter's room. Strength and throw there, about the same, 7.5 to 8. It's still going. We're on day 3. So I put it in Friday morning for a little bit, and then Friday night, and now here we are Sunday afternoon as I film this video. When I walked into the room this morning to check on it, you could still smell it. It was probably about 5 to 4 out of 10. So it's starting to taper off. I'll probably let it go the remainder of today overnight just to kind of spend it out, and then I'll change it in the morning. So I would say a 3 to 4 dayer for me. And obviously it's not the same intensity all those days. But I think if you're like someone that really likes sweet scents, you will like this. So you could warm this in a bedroom, an entranceway, laundry room. I don't think I'd put it in my open layout. I just don't think it has quite the push that it needs for that big area. If I was going to put something in my open layout, it probably almost have to be a 9 out of 10 here in my bedroom to kind of make it down there, to make it into the lion's den. But one thing I found was this is a really, really sweet scent. And this was a really unsweet scent. So I thought, what if I take this tester and add 1 cube of Alpine Meadow to Persian lime and sandalwood? How would that be? And that's what I've got going in my son's room right now, because when I put Persian lime and sandalwood in there, it was just so earthy and lime heavy and masculine backdrop that I thought, he's only 9. I want to sweeten it up a little bit. And this is so sweet that I put them together. And To be honest, when you put them together, this one does win out, Alpine Meadow. But it's a nice combination. So if you're someone that has this use up, maybe try Amazon Rain, or if you happen to have some of this, mix them together and see what you think. So would I repurchase Alpine Meadow if given the chance? I think I would. Maybe a bar. It's definitely pretty long lasting, so I was pretty pleased with it. That is Alpine Meadow. Okay, so let's move on to the portion of the video where I'm going to draw 6 scents from the box, and you guys are gonna pick 2 different scents by early Wednesday morning. Put your 2 votes down in the comment section. If you cannot comment on YouTube videos, you can always look me up on Instagram. It's Patricia Gates, and put your 2 votes there. And I think what I'll do is I'll reach under the bed because I have a box of singles, and I've been ignoring the box of singles. So let's start by drawing one of those. So I'm just gonna, there's not that many in here. We'll pick, this is scent number 1. Scent number 1, Peony Petals, or Peony Petals, however you say it. Scent number 2, there's a lot of scents in this box. Scent number 2 will be Let's Get Punchy. Scent number 3, oops, I got 3 and 4. Scent number 3 is Sugar Cherry. Scent number 4 is Yuzu Dragon. We have all like orangey pink colored scents, and last week we had a lot of green and pink. Scent number 5 Blueberry Cheesecake. Now that is a big boy. And scent number 6, let's go way in the corner here. Oh, there's a lot in this one. Scent number 6, Sunburst Blooms. So let's go through the scents for this week, the ones that you can vote on. Scent number 1 is Peony Petals, a retired floral scent. Scent number 2 is Let's Get Punchy, a retired fruity citrus scent from a couple spring and summers ago. Scent number 3 is Sugar Cherry, that would be a retired fruity scent. Scent number 4 is Yuzu Dragon, another fruity scent that was in Bring Back My Bar maybe 2 to 3 years ago. Scent number 5, Blueberry Cheesecake, the best seller in the bakery section, and it's available right now, year round. And scent number 6 is Sunburst Blooms, a retired, I would assume floral scent, obviously probably spring and summer, and that one has not been available for quite a while. So as always, thanks for spending the last few minutes with me. I hope you guys get something out of this video. If you did, let me know by giving me a thumbs up. And don't forget to vote, and I'll see you guys in the next video.